Hello, good people. Welcome to another internship drive that we are holding. We're hiring interns for the CAT 2023 cycle now. Even before the course is launched, we're doing intern hiring because that is more critical as of now. Uh, this brief poster should give you all the information that you need. We're looking for people in content creation and social media handling. We expect people to have the ability to devote around 15 to 20 hours per week, have basic communication skills and etiquettes, be responsive on the phone, be accessible. We don't need you to be replying to every message sent to you instantly, but if you haven't checked your phone in the last 6 hours, then it is a problem. You should have the willingness to follow instructions and you should have a learning attitude. If we give you a task, if we ask you to figure out something for yourself, it is not because we don't know how to do it. It is mostly because we need to train you so that tomorrow we don't need to intervene all over again. The perks of interning, of course, the access to Anastasia's Academy test series, you will get guidance from me. There is some monetary compensation involved and there will be a certificate of completion, the keyword being completion. If you're interested, the link is present in the description. You can go ahead and apply. Any questions that you may have, you can send it over in the Telegram group or the Facebook group. You will get a response to your question within 12 hours, if that is the latest. Otherwise, because I keep lurking around on the group at all times, most likely you'll get it much soon. The precise responsibilities for people who are working in the social media handling: we want you to be managing and moderating content on the groups. So randos who come in and start sharing links to please join all MBA doubt solving, we want those people to be taken out of the group. People who engage in nattering without necessarily adding any value to the conversation, we want you to kick them out. Anybody who's asking stupid things like is this better or is that better, we want you to kick them out. Those sorts of things. Last year, social media handling also entailed preparing some PPTs for content that we were sharing on Telegram and Facebook. This year, you would not have to do that because this year all the free content would be directed via the website. The new responsibility, on the other hand, is going to be you have to bring us to life, the reverse Thanos. We have no presence on Quora or LinkedIn or Instagram. I have a sort of a Quora account from which I've answered one question till date. I don't have a LinkedIn account. I don't have an Instagram account. So via the interns, I'm also looking forward to learning what exactly happens there. I know what happens on LinkedIn, but these are platforms that you need to be in, business requirement. Otherwise, I'm very, very happy with the Telegram group activity. We would expect you to be preparing promotional content in the form of posters and videos fairly regularly. That is going to be your primary responsibility all throughout the year. Every week, we would expect you to come up with one new initiative, one new poster, one new video idea, something new. Okay. Preference will be given to those candidates who have a fair idea about the cat prep industry. If I ask you, tell me 5 leading online cat coaching institutes, and your answer has barely two, then it is a problem, because then most likely, because you don't know what happens in the cat prep industry, your ideas will not be aligned with what we are seeking. And of course, we would prefer people who have some sort of experience in handling social media presence. Maybe you've run an Instagram page, maybe you've run a Quora page, maybe you've run a LinkedIn page. If you have that sort of experience, your chances of selection will be higher. For content creation, this is the more academic side of the interning. We would expect people to be preparing questions for QA, DILR, VARC, non-CAT. At least 2 out of the 4 areas you should be comfortable preparing questions in. We wouldn't want you to be preparing questions from scratch, absolute scratch, but we would want you to be editing numbers or coming up with new insights that can be tested via questions. Given that most of our free content would be shared with candidates via the website, there will be designated courses available on the website, and you will be expected to upload the questions on the website and the solutions on the website. You'll also be expected to prepare GK content in the form of quizzes, but this will be more weekly affair. The upper two things would be far more daily in nature. You would be expected to assimilate questions from different sources under different topic heads, something within LR, something within DI, something within algebra, and arithmetic, and number system, and parajumbles, and paracompletions, and all those sorts of topics. Then you would also be expected to have go through different websites, the list of which I will share with you, from wherein you will start identifying articles which are worthwhile, preparing vocab-based quizzes around them, and then uploading it on the website. And finally, Solving questions or doubts shared on the Telegram and FB groups. You will be expected to solve questions. Preference will be given to candidates who have appeared in CAT before. I would not want people who have no idea of what this exam entails to be working within this. You must have appeared in CAT before and must have displayed proficiency in at least 2 out of the 3 sections. Proficiency need not necessarily be 99.5 plus percentile. It could very well be 90 percentile or even 85 percentile, as long as it comes through in the conversation that we have, in the interview that we have, wherein that you have a fair idea of what is needed to ace this exam. The timeline: applications must be submitted by 12th January, 11:59:59. The interviews and interactions with the candidates who have applied, you will get a timeline of when you can sit for the interview from 13th to 19th Jan. And the final results will be shared with you, with all the applicants, by 21st Jan. From 22nd or 23rd latest till 31st of January, there'll be a small training period in which we'll tell you what all is needed to be done, what all activities you would have to do, what sort of formatting you would have to adhere to, if there are skills involved even in copy pasting, so what all you need to do there. And from 1st February, the content for public, the free content for public will start going out. Reiterating some of the more critical points, the interns, what do you exactly get? You get access to test series and you get access to test taking classes. Test taking classes would entail attending classes where I am live attempting tests. Test taking classes would entail the decision making class about question attempting, question not attempting, after what time should you be moving away, what sort of recording style is appropriate. Basically, decision making. In the initial few classes, it would be about how I attempt a test, and in the subsequent few classes, it would be more current students attempting and me providing real-time feedback. Then there is the monetary component involved. There is going to be a stipend of 3 to 6K depending upon the quantum of work you pick up. If somebody is doing work in the social media department as well, and also in the content creation department, that person is of course entitled to a much larger payoff than somebody who's only preparing weekly GK quizzes. The last thing, a certificate of completion of internship at Anastasia's Academy, the critical word being completion. Last year, we had started off with 7 odd interns, but this year, but by the end of the year, we had only 3 people working with us. So we don't want people to be leaving us midway. Yes, you have different priorities, and if you so choose to lose, nobody is going to object to your leaving. But we would want people who are willing to commit to us for the duration that we need you for. The engagement period is February to October. From February to October, a month prior to CAT, we expect you to be working. If you cannot devote that much time, wherein you would need to give us 15 to 20 hours per week. If you can't give us that much time, it would not be in our interest to hire you and in your interest to apply. Preference, of course, will be given to people who have previously appeared in CAT and have done well. We will need 12 to 16 people in this cycle. 8 and 8 is my ideal split. 8 people in content creation and 8 people in social media handling, because we want to be far more active. Usually in the past 2 years at least, we have restricted our activity because we're focusing on the core principle of let's provide content. A business learning has been that we need to be far more vocal about what we are offering and get with the times. So okay, we engage in more marketing based activities this time. We will try to ensure that the group remains clean. We will try to ensure that the Facebook group and the Telegram group remains clean. It will only be related to study related things. But on the other platforms, we will have more guidance related activities and more strategy related activities to the extent that we can. Strategy is a word that I hate. That is all the information that you should need. If you're interested, please go ahead, apply. The link to application is present in the description. All the best. See you soon. Okay, bye.